I wanted to thank you guys so much for helping me reach 500 subscribers. It means so much to me. And even though I commissioned my friend Bumblebee Radio to make me a channel banner in celebration, I thought a milestone as big as this required a proper video to celebrate, and that's when I got thinking. I've always been an advocate for the rise of industrialization and science and mechanical automation, but the rise of AI jobs can really put individuals at a loss, so I began to ask, when should I, as a Minecraft building YouTuber, be replaced by an AI? So I decided to do a build battle against a machine to decide whether or not I should be allowed to keep my job. The way this is going to work is that I will have 3 rounds, with 3 different build styles and 3 different judges who each specialize in the style that the build is in. These are all some of my good friends, and the channels will be linked down in the description for their awesome help. As for how the machine will be building, I'll be using an AI image generator, which I have linked in the description below, and then building the image it generates block for block. So it's not actually a robot that's building in Minecraft. I'm using an image generator which will generate a picture of a Minecraft build, and then I will be constructing it. So I've said exactly how this is going to work. Let's get into the first round, which is the modern round. I was a bit nervous going into this as I had no idea how good the AI would be, but I do what I always do when I get nervous. Double down! From there I began laying down the foundation. After that I ended up building the roads and the lawn, and then added finer details such as planter boxes and windows along with some lights. Bringing in some prismarine and mangrove wood, I created a bit of contrast and added some color. After completing the rest of the build, the front looks pretty good, while the back looks okay at best. Either way, overall, I think it will do fine against the AI. Let's see what it's built. It's definitely, it's definitely something, that's for sure. But, yeah, I mean, it's modern, right? It's modern art, you know? It pretends to be meaningful and wistful, and when really it's just weird. But, I mean, modern's all about innovating new ideas, right? Right? No. For context, by the way, here is the image that this build is based off of. That is copied from that the image generator made. Either way, it doesn't matter what I think is right or wrong, because we have an actual modern building specialist. She goes by the name of Queenie3. She's a good friend of mine, and let's call her in because, you know, she's a self-proclaimed modern building specialist. Hey,
Hello.
Queenie. Yeah.
I'm a judge. Oh my gosh, I'm not in the right skin.
Hey, okay. Welcome back.
No. There's this house over here.
Mm-hmm.
I like
what
the
are your
mangrove.
thoughts on it?
Is there an interior?
No.
Oh, boring.
The AI can't do interior, so I'm not building interior, and it's not building interior either, because it'd give me an unfair advantage.
I like the use of the 1.19 blocks. This is a good use for these. Like,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. This is in my upcoming build hacks video releasing in a couple weeks.
Oh my gosh, no way!
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Make sure you subscribe to Gesture MC.
Yeah.
Let's look at this one over here. I like the mud. It's
muddy.
I would have used something a little bit lighter just because you have a lot of dark here.
Yeah.
What is this alignment? This is not geometric at all. Modern is just geometry, and this is just what?
And not even cool geometry. It's just squares.
It's not even good geometry. It's just. It's not squares. It is not a square. Did you just say square?
No, I mean modern, right? Well, I mean you're the expert here, but in what I know, modern is basically just cubes.
Modern is geometry. It doesn't have to be cubes. You can have modern circular houses. They're just cubes
triangles
because
are the
it's
best
Minecraft. Triangles are the best shape. I haven't figured out triangles yet. Like I figured out like triangles like from the ground up, but I haven't like figured triangle like layout. Like that's hard.
I actually built a giant hotel that was a triangle layout once. On an old series that I discontinued.
The garden. You know the way that win my heart. A garden.
Winning over the judges, one garden at a time.
one garden at a time. Although I really like the glowberries over here.
Yeah. So
This one has a yard, and that one doesn't really have doors. Yeah, in modern, I mean, modern. We're all about new ideas with modern. You know, new
Yeah,
ideas,
it's
new
about
block palette.
innovation.
This is a fairly interesting block palette. Can I like place this block palette down real quick? Because this is a
buy
very
the rights to
interesting.
the block palette for $1 bajillion.
Oh my gosh, the right to the block palette, definitely.
I don't know if I could part with it for anything less than 3 million.
Okay, well, good thing I'm not broke.
Yeah, because you're a modern expert. Guys get paid $1 million a minute.
Oh yeah,
you're doing this as a favor, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
What, you were a little worried there. I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Oh.
Glad to hear it, yeah.
It's interesting. I'm not sure. See, I think I would have gone with more like that.
Well, in your professional opinion, what's your final verdict? Which house is better?
Well, that one's very original, and you know, modern. We're looking for original ideas, but this one over here, well, let's see. Let me put down the block palette of this one, cause
one eternity later.
Oh, this one has moss. This one wins.
Oh. What a woo! Well, I must inform you. This is
it was glowberries versus moss for me. Moss always wins, even though glowberries are amazing. It's moss. Moss wins.
Good
also,
to hear.
this one had this one had a pretty little garden hang thing.
This one was my build, and this one over here was the AI's build. And I think, you know, they kind of nailed modern. It's definitely interesting and original. So
it's definitely a new idea. Modern is definitely supposed to be new ideas. This is definitely a
even if those ideas aren't good ideas, you know, it's about interesting new ideas,
you know,
not about good ideas.
Corrections to the block palette, it might be okay.
Yeah. And a bit of shape work. Woohoo! We won that round. We did pretty well, all things considered. And I mean, we were up against this, so overall, I think we won. But, I mean, we won by the skin of our teeth because we won because moss. That I'm glad to hear it. And the next round we're going up against this thing in is, the fantasy round. And I didn't do as well in the fantasy round as I was hoping I would do. The brain juices were just not working the way I needed them to, and overall, the build ended up looking perfectly mediocre. If I could do it again, I would, but I think I'd make similar mistakes. Since I only took a few hours to build this, it's not my best work. I mean, not my worst either, for what it's worth. Either way, let's see what that AI came up with. I think that the AI was smurfing last round, because this is actually really good. Think about this. This is an AI that is not made to design Minecraft builds. It is made to take word prompts and generate new images from it, and this is the best interpretation of what it was able to come up with. I mean, on screen right now, I'm going to show you a picture of what it actually made. So this is what it actually generated, and this is just, you know, what I built based off of what it generated. But overall, I think it looks really good. I call over our good friend SonicPaul77 in order to judge the fantasy round, as he says he is a fantasy specialist. You know, he knows what he's doing. He's a professional, and if he's a professional, I need to get his professional opinion on this. You know, hello, Sonic Paul. How's it hanging?
Hey,
So
yeah.
I've called you over here because I know you are a master of fantasy building. Now, if you could judge both of these buildings and tell me which one's better, I will not tell you who built which. One of these was built by me, and the other built by an AI machine, you know? Who knows, maybe it'll replace my job.
Like an entity type thing, or
like a robot.
Like a robot.
Yeah.
Oh.
AI image generator. So can you guess which one, or like, could you just say which one's better? You know, maybe get a closer examination of each of them. You know, like the resources, the composition wise.
Take a glance. Yeah, let's just take a glance over at each build, closer look. This one is very box shaped. You know, it's just got like a bit of a triangle on top. Colors, you know, not exactly the best, but Yeah, if you see here, it's spruce wood. It would work better, I reckon, if it was dark oak wood. Not too bad with the greenery. Greenery goes all the way around, like the foliage around here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of where the out of is 2 out of 10.
Okay, is it because of the beetroot, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't want to bring up the beetroot, but
Yeah, okay. And what are you thinking on this build here?
hang on. Screams out winner to me. I mean, the shape, the colors. You got the mud bricks with dark oak, like I said earlier. It's raised up off of the floor, got plenty of foliage. I would say genius built this one. 11
Yeah.
out of 10.
Oh, okay.
And a winky smiley face. That's a normal smiley. It's winky can't. That's what you get.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Okay.
that's what I get. No, that's my build over there.
Wait, what?
And this is the AI's build.
That's
I
your
mean,
build.
I thought I was the Minecraft genius, but anyway, it's just a formality around here that when you talk down to the king, you get executed. Bye. Can't believe this. I lost to this guy. This is even like a high fantasy setting house. This is a modern house. If this was in the modern round, I could have gotten destroyed. But well, me and the AI are neck and neck. I didn't think it would actually be able to beat me, but luckily, I think this is a bit of a fluke. I don't think the AI could be that good, right? I'm not nervous. You're nervous. But if we think about it, right? Unless the next round is something it's really good at, I doubt that it'd be able to put up a fight against us. So let me just check over here what the other round is. Just checked, and the AI and me, the last round is Cyberpunk. The tiebreaker is Cyberpunk. Notice that I'm digging this hole? That hole is my grave, man. Computer's got home field advantage. That's not fair. I'll just have to give it my all then. I'll give it my all. Maybe I'll even have to break out my secret weapon. We're neck and neck, me and the AI, and since, the theme is Cyberpunk, it's got the home field advantage because you know how it is. Like, Cyberpunk is full of computers and AIs and robots, and, that's where he's from, So, I decided I had to go all out. I started off with deep slate brick base and over-detailed the hell out of it with machines and greenery, adding in some bricks and suspicious graffiti. I even added a cool-looking sign using sculpt blocks and banners. Overall, I think the build looks awesome. I'm a specialist in all kinds of industrial building, including cyberpunk. All that with my secret weapon, we got ourselves a win. Man, I got tall! Okay, just kidding, that was just forced perspective, but man. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop goofing around now. But you know the drill. Welcome to the AI's build. It kind of looks like a Western tavern, and it also kind of looks like a castle. But I mean, they got the painting spam down, and lots of blue. So, they got that going for them, I guess. I'm just gonna put the picture up on screen that the original image that this build is based on, was designed. So, you can take a look at that and say that. Either way, it doesn't matter how good or bad this build is because, as I said, I have a secret weapon and this round is basically guaranteed. Sorry AI, but let's just say I have a jester on the inside. Sorry guys, I can't take it seriously with this forced perspective. I am a giant! Rah! Sorry. I was saying, I have a jester on the inside. What I mean is, Queenie is highly specialized in modern and cottagecore, Sonic Paul is really good at fantasy and professional at that, but I searched not very far and not very wide, and I couldn't find anyone in my friend circle who's into cyberpunk. Besides me. I can't just call myself in to judge, can I? Well, maybe not me, but my totally real evil clone, Jester with a mustache, can. Or wait, was she the good one and I was the bad one? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Let's just call her in. Hello, I am 100% not the jester, as you can tell from my poorly done offensive accent. Thank you very much for coming in, not me. You know, in your professional opinion, would you care to judge the builds? Sadly, I cannot be there in person as I have to go, do a YouTuber thing. But I can listen in over Zoom. Well, that does make sense. You are a YouTuber. Anyway, I am 100% not just doing an accent, and I would like to judge the builds today. Sadly, as you already know, Jester cannot make it for the judging because she has to do a YouTuber thing, as you say in the America. I am from not America. Somewhere else in the world is where I'm from. I am a totally real evil clone. This does remind me of Great Castle from my homeland. Oh, great cyberpunk build this is. It has the many great battlements to show off what a great castle it is. But alas, this is not the castle building competition. This is the cyberpunk building competition. And they have it down with the painting spam and the blue. The two things that make cyberpunk what it is. The art form. Now if we go and check this inferior build, you will see it. Yes, it has the blue. But does it have the character that the other build has? Does it? Well, it would seem that it does indeed. Mamma mia, as they say in my home country. As you can see, there is a painting spam here. So I'm going to have to declare this one a tie, as it turns out. I do not know which build is better. They both have the blue, and they both have the painting spam. The most important parts of Cyberpunk. As it would seem, I cannot make up my mind as to which build I like better. Of course, there is the magenta on this build, and there is no magenta on this build, but that is more of a guideline to Cyberpunk, not the actual rule, so I cannot fault the AI for not following it. So it would seem that the only rational option would be to declare it a tie and settle it later. Now, I have to go do a poorly done offensive accent. I shall pass this over to Jester, as she is finishing up her YouTuber thing. That does make sense, as you are the go-to girl for poorly done offensive accents, if I do say so myself. And she left the Zoom call. But got it declared a tie. That means I don't have to handle my channel over to a machine. Woohoo! I live another day. Food on the table for my children. Wait, I have children. Wait a minute. I get to keep my job. Thank you so much, Jester with a mustache, for not declaring that this build won, even though it looks like a castle from your homeland. I was listening in on Zoom the entire time. I was busy doing a YouTuber thing. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments section below which of these builds you thought was the best. Was it the modern one, the fantasy one, any of them? I personally really like the cyberpunk one. I think this is my best build because, you know, I'm kind of really into cyberpunk, and so I was really glad to be building something like this. And I hope you liked the idea and the concept of the video because I thought it was pretty funny. Oh, I think this is a great idea, and I guess we'll never really know who would win, Jester or Machine. I guess let me know down in the comments section below who you think should have won, and maybe we'll decide from there. Or maybe it's a mystery we'll bury forever because, let's face it, I don't want to hand my channel over to the machine. I'd miss you guys too much. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, leave a like on the video so it can support us through the algorithm and help us grow as a community. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and that'll be it for this one. Bowdy! Thank you for 500 subscribers.